If you like a silky buttery sauce and a little naan bread to dip, then you're in for a treat with this delicious butter chicken recipe and naan all the way from India. If you'd like to know how I made this, please keep watching. Hello guys, my name is Lola. You're welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making this delicious Indian dish. It's butter chicken and naan bread, like some people like to say. Yes, it is really delicious. And these are the ingredients. In my bowl, I already had some chopped garlic and ginger. I added some onion flakes. You could use onion powder. This is paprika. And then we're going to go in with turmeric, which is very important, cumin, coriander, some black pepper, and some dried chili powder. You can use that to your taste, however spicy you like it. And then about 2/3 of a cup of yogurt, but make sure to check in my description for all the ingredients. Now we're gonna mix this up together. This is our marinade, and it's gonna help that chicken tenderize and be really juicy. Don't forget to add some salt. So we're gonna leave this to marinate for about 30 minutes at least, and overnight at most, before we start making our butter chicken sauce. Now for the spices, in Indian cooking, garam masala is a mix of spices usually used. So if you can find garam masala, you can use that and not bother about the individual seasonings that I use. But I have these individual ones always in my pantry: the cumin, the coriander, the turmeric. So all that together is my garam masala. Now for the sauce, these are the ingredients that we will need. We need some green chilies. I always have green chilies. We'll need some coriander leaves. We use dried coriander already, but we need the leaves. We need some onions, some more garlic and ginger. We'll need some cream. I'm using evaporated milk for lesser calories, but you can use cooking cream or whipping cream. And then we'll need some tomato sauce or diced tomatoes in a can. But in my case, I'm using plum tomatoes in a can. I'm going to dice that up by myself. Don't use tomato paste. That's not going to work here. And then we need some butter. I mean, this is butter chicken, so we need some 100% butter, not margarine. So these are the ingredients we need for our sauce. And I'm gonna go ahead and start cooking the chicken. Now, generally how this is made is that the chicken is usually grilled, like on a char grill, because you want the chicken to have a lot of color, all that char flavor gives it, that depth of flavor that you usually get. So I try to mimic that here by doing the chicken in batches and just frying them in my pan for a bit. But I just thought to myself, this is going to take so long and I don't even have time for this. So I just put all the chicken in there, and then they started to release their juices, and I poured out that juice and just reserved it because I wanted the chicken to sort of fry up and get some color on them. So you see that the water has reduced now, but I'm going to reduce it even more and let that chicken continue to cook in the pan in that oil for a little bit until we have some brown bits. At this point, if you are not subscribed to my channel, I think you should. I hope you consider subscribing. I make food videos like this ones. I usually say I have a wandering taste bud. I like to make recipes from different cuisines. That's just my particular interest in food. And then I make mommy videos. I'm a new mom. My son is 1 year old, so I like to share some stuff that I think isn't really some information that isn't really spoken about out there, and then lifestyle every now and then. So if you're interested in all that content, please subscribe to my channel and like this video if you're liking what you see so far. Okay, all right, so back to our recipe. Our chicken, see how I've reduced all that water by just taking it out and reserving it, and our chicken is gonna brown up in the pan a little bit. Now the heat is on medium high. You don't want it to be too high because you don't want to burn your chicken. Can you see that it's starting to kind of stick to the pan and develop some color? and some brown bits. All that is flavor, okay? Flavor. What did I say? Yes, the brown bits are flavor. So don't be scared. Don't be like, oh, it's burning. No, no, no. It's developing flavor. It's developing some color. You can see that some pieces of the chicken are browning up. I'm trying to show you there. All that is flavor. Don't worry. We're going to treat that in a very good way that would flavor our meal. So yeah. So that's what's been reserved. And once our chicken is all browned up, we are going to take that out and start to work on our sauce. And let me tell you a little bit about why I like Indian cuisine. I still do have Indian friends. We worked together when I was living and working abroad, and yeah, of course your association with them will just make you be exposed to all these cuisines, and I fell in love. So yeah, this is one of the things that I really like to eat: butter chicken and naan. Okay, so I've taken out my chicken, and in the pan I poured in my onion, garlic and ginger paste. I just blended that, and then I just poured that in the pan, and I'm trying to deglaze the pan. So you see that I'm sort of scraping with my wooden spoon. Yes, I want to sort of deglaze the pan a bit before I add my oil, and then I've added my oil. And so we're going to let this just cook and the liquid reduce so that this sauce will sort of fry in that oil. So when the liquid reduces, you'll notice that the onion, garlic and ginger sauce thickens and it starts to fry in the oil. So we're going to go ahead and add some flavor. I'm using my coriander, cumin and turmeric. Again, if you have a garam masala, you don't need to use these individually. So we're just going to let that fry in this onion, ginger and garlic sauce, and let the seasonings or spices release their flavor in that oil. Now it's time for our green chilies. Green chilies are a little bit spicy. Actually, not a little bit. They're quite spicy, but they have this floral flavor that they give dishes, and I always have these on hand because they do stay stay good in the refrigerator for a good amount of time. So I use it in eggs, I use it in different sauces, and it's used a lot in Indian dishes. So yeah, that's a plus for our meal right there. So we're just going to also allow that fry up a little bit, and it will continue to cook in the sauce. So I added some stock cube. Make sure you check in my description box for the ingredients list and amounts. And then I just added our tomato sauce and some sugar. Yes, some sugar. It's not going to make this sweet, it's just going to make the flavor balanced. Okay, so our liquid in the tomato sauce has reduced and it has thickened. Now you can see that the oil has separated from the sauce. This is where you want to be before you add your chicken. Okay, so we're just going to let the chicken simmer in this. We're not too far away from our sauce being ready, so we're going to leave this for another 10 to 15 minutes just to kind of just know each other. The chicken and the sauce and everything just releases all its delicious flavor and be well married together. Look how luscious that sauce looks, and we're not even finished yet. We're gonna go ahead and add our evaporated milk. I use the entire can of evaporated milk. You can use cream, cooking cream or heavy cream. That's what's typically used actually, but for lesser calories you can use evaporated milk like I did, and you can't even tell anything is different from using either of them. And then we're gonna go in with 2 tablespoons of butter. Oh my gosh, we're just gonna let the heat of the sauce melt this butter as we fold it in. And sincerely, that's it. Our sauce is ready. This sauce was really buttery and creamy and spicy and sweet and flavorful and just absolutely balanced. So we're going to finish off with our coriander, and that's it. Just gives it that freshness, And that's it. Our sauce is actually ready. Now for the naan, you would have to go over to my Instagram page to see the recipe for that. Yes, the recipe for the naan is on my Instagram, so go over there to see that. Okay, you may have to go into my Instagram IG live if you don't see it on my regular page, but it's gonna be there. So that's it, ready, piping hot, delicious butter chicken sauce and naan. You guys have to try this, and if you try this, please do tag me on social media. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.